Life often feels like a relentless series of unexpected challenges that thrust us into situations we feel utterly unprepared for. Yet amidst this chaos, a question arises. Can we keep our minds steady? Is there a method to remain undisturbed, no matter the turmoil around us? The answer is a resounding yes. Calmness is not a rare gift reserved for the few. It is a skill, a habit that can be nurtured daily. It all starts with mastering our own minds. Marcus Aurelius once imparted timeless wisdom, saying, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism doesn't just suggest, but insists that tranquility isn't about controlling the world around us, but mastering our reactions to it. In this video, we'll delve into practical strategies to train our minds to remain composed even amidst life's most turbulent episodes. Because ultimately, life isn't about evading the curveballs, it's about learning to catch them and throw them back with equal finesse. Mastering your mind is like learning to sail in stormy seas. It's about steering your thoughts and emotions rather than letting them steer you. Let's say you're at a casual social gathering, enjoying lighthearted conversations and laughter. Suddenly, someone makes a sharp, hurtful comment directed at you. In an unguarded moment like this, your first impulse might be to respond with equal sharpness, letting the hurt dictate your actions. But here's where Stoic wisdom shines through, offering a different path. Epictetus taught that we don't get upset by things themselves, but by our view of those things. When someone's words feel like a sting, it's not the words causing pain, it's our perception of them. By changing our perception, we shift the entire experience. Instead of reacting with hurt or anger, pause. In that brief pause, you seize the opportunity to control your response. Ask yourself, is this reaction in line with the person I want to be? Is it beneficial to engage, or should I let this comment pass? This control over your mind isn't just about suppressing your initial reactions, it's about consciously deciding how you will allow external events to affect you. It's choosing not to give someone else the power over your emotions. You acknowledge the hurt, recognize the impulse to lash back, but then you choose a response that aligns with your values and the calm you seek to cultivate. This practice is at the heart of Stoic training. It starts with small, everyday occurrences like comments at a party and builds to bigger challenges. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to respond with deliberation and calmness. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this as the true strength of the mind, not just in accepting what happens, but in controlling our responses, ensuring they add to our well-being rather than detract from it. By embracing this Stoic approach, you empower yourself in all interactions. You transform your reactions into responses, and in doing so, you keep your mind steady no matter the storms around you. This isn't just about avoiding discomfort, it's about growing stronger through the challenges and disturbances we face daily. Remember, a calm mind is not a weak one. It is powerful, deliberate, and profoundly influential in crafting the quality of our lives. It's easy to feel that surge of anger when things don't go our way, like that intense heat that rushes through your body when someone cuts you off in traffic. In those heated moments, it feels almost instinctive to let anger out, as if it's going to fix the problem or ease the frustration. However, if we take a step back, inspired by Stoic wisdom, we realize that anger more often than not clouds our judgment rather than clears our path. Stoicism teaches us a vital lesson about emotions. They are within our control. And anger, while a natural human reaction, should not dictate our actions. Think about it. When anger takes the wheel, what follows? Raised voices, harsh words, actions we might later regret. Stoics like Epictetus urged us not to react to provocations with upset, but to pause and reflect. He famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This perspective shifts how we see and respond to irritants in our daily lives. When someone does something that triggers your anger, like making a negative comment or acting unfairly, it's an opportunity to practice this Stoic discipline. By choosing not to respond with anger, you're not showing weakness, you're exercising supreme control over the only thing you truly command: yourself. This doesn't mean swallowing your feelings or pretending everything is okay. It means you acknowledge your anger, understand why you feel it, but then choose a response that aligns with your greater goals of peace and rationality. This practice of controlling anger does more than just keep social situations or traffic incidents from escalating. It contributes to your long-term well-being and health. Uncontrolled anger can lead to chronic stress, which affects not just mental health but physical health as well. By managing our anger, we're not only saving ourselves from potential external conflicts, but also protecting our internal state from turmoil. Next time you find yourself on the brink of an angry reaction, remember the Stoic way. Take a deep breath, count to 10, and think about the consequences of letting anger explode versus channeling it constructively. This mindful approach can transform challenging interactions into moments of personal growth and peace. Often, we equate loudness and aggression with power in heated meetings or passionate debates. The one who shouts the loudest might seem like they're taking charge. But is this really what strength looks like? Through the lens of Stoicism, we find a different interpretation of power, one that champions calmness as a true marker of strength and leadership. Stoic philosophy, practiced by leaders and thinkers from Marcus Aurelius to Seneca, teaches that the ultimate control is over oneself. In situations where tempers flare and the pressure mounts, the person who can maintain their composure is not just showing restraint, they are demonstrating a profound mastery over the chaos that ensnares others. This self-mastery is a skill honed through mindful practice and a deep understanding of one's thoughts and reactions. Let's consider a typical workplace scenario, a meeting where discussions start to turn sharp and accusatory. While it might be tempting to respond in kind, escalating the conflict, imagine instead choosing to remain composed. This composure isn't about being passive, it's about being strategic. It's understanding that by not allowing external forces to disturb your inner peace, you keep the upper hand. This level of poise can disarm an aggressive counterpart and steer the conversation back to a more productive and respectful tone. Moreover, embracing calmness as strength helps in building resilience. Life will inevitably throw challenges our way. This is something Stoics prepare for. They don't seek to avoid difficulties. Rather, they equip themselves with the mental fortitude to face them head-on. By practicing calmness, you prepare yourself to withstand life's storms with grace. When others might be knocked off course by unexpected challenges, a well-practiced Stoic will adjust their sails smoothly and continue forward. This concept of calmness also extends beyond personal benefit. It influences those around us. Calmness can be contagious. It can inspire and stabilize others in moments of crisis or tension. The calm individual often becomes a beacon for others, providing a sense of security and clarity in the midst of confusion. This not only enhances your own reputation as a leader and a reliable member of your community, but also strengthens the collective ability to navigate adversity. The Stoic view of calmness as a form of strength is not just about keeping your cool for appearance's sake. It's about cultivating an inner sanctuary of peace that remains untouched by external disorders. It's about not just surviving life's battles, but thriving through them with dignity and wisdom. We all encounter moments when life seems to deal us an unfair hand, whether it's a missed opportunity, a personal setback, or witnessing rewards seemingly go to those less deserving. These instances can stir up feelings of injustice and resentment. But here's where Stoic wisdom really comes into play, teaching us that while we can't control life's fairness, we can control how we respond to it. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus from external inequities to internal resilience. External events have no emotional content except what we assign to them. Our experience of life's fairness is not an objective truth, but a subjective interpretation. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus argued that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but the views we hold about them. Recognizing this can be liberating. Instead of stewing over unfairness, Stoicism invites us to ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? This mindset not only helps us handle disappointment, but also propels us toward personal growth and emotional intelligence. By reframing our experiences of unfairness as opportunities for development, we're no longer victims of circumstance, but active participants in shaping our destinies. This Stoic resilience enables us to endure hardships without losing our peace of mind, transforming obstacles into tests that strengthen us. It's natural to feel like our emotions are just uncontrollable and inevitable reactions to situations like an argument with a loved one or getting stuck in traffic. However, Stoicism teaches us something quite revolutionary. We have the power to control our emotions, not the other way around. This idea that we can choose how we respond to external events is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that while we can't control the world around us, other people's actions, or the things that happen to us, we always have control over our own responses. This notion is empowering because it suggests that losing control isn't something that just happens, it's a decision we make, whether we realize it or not. When something goes wrong or someone says something upsetting, our first response is often emotional and automatic. But what follows doesn't have to be. Stoicism invites us to pause between our initial feeling and our subsequent action. This crucial pause gives us the opportunity to decide not to be swept away by our emotions. We can ask ourselves, is this reaction useful? Does it serve my goals? More often than not, the answer is no. By practicing this pause, we cultivate a mental space where thoughtful choices can take root, allowing us to respond with wisdom and reason rather than impulse. For instance, if someone rudely interrupts us during a meeting, our instinct might be to snap back or shut down. But with a Stoic mindset, we can choose to respond calmly, perhaps by addressing the interruption politely or by refocusing the conversation. This choice can change the outcome of the entire meeting and significantly impact our own peace of mind. Viewing control as a choice helps us better understand our emotions, revealing patterns in our triggers and reactions. This understanding can lead to profound insights about our values, fears, and how we can align our responses with our principles. It also teaches us accountability by acknowledging that we choose our reactions. We take full responsibility for them, a cornerstone of personal growth and integrity. Embracing this Stoic practice doesn't mean we'll never feel angry, upset, or frustrated again. Rather, it means we'll no longer let these feelings dictate our actions. We recognize that while emotions are part of the human experience, true strength of character lies in how we manage them. So, the next time you feel the urge to react impulsively, remember the Stoic wisdom. Losing control is a choice. You have the power to choose calmness and reason, and in doing so, you choose a life less perturbed by external chaos. It's easy to dwell on past mistakes or worry about the future, but this mental tug-of-war saps our present happiness and prevents us from living fully in the moment, the only place where we can truly make a difference. Stoicism, a philosophy emphasizing the importance of living in the present, offers a potent remedy for this common human dilemma. Marcus Aurelius famously noted that we can only live in the present moment, yet so many of us let the present slip away by being ensnared in past regrets or future anxieties. He advocated for a focus on the here and now, suggesting that this is where our power truly lies. When we anchor ourselves in the present, we are not weighed down by past failures or overly worried about future uncertainties. Consider the energy wasted when we dwell on embarrassing or painful memories. They are part of our story, but they don't define our current selves unless we let them. Similarly, excessive worry about the future borrows trouble from a time that's not guaranteed. Both habits distract us from taking meaningful action in the present, where real change is possible. Stoicism teaches us to accept the past and let it go while facing the future with courage, but without attachment. This doesn't mean we shouldn't learn from experience or plan ahead. It means doing so without compromising our current well-being. By focusing on the present, we engage fully with life, making mindful, deliberate decisions rather than reactive, fear-based ones. Practicing mindfulness is one way to cultivate this Stoic ideal. It involves paying full attention to the present moment without judgment, noticing your thoughts and feelings without trying to change them. This practice helps break the cycle of regret and anxiety, anchoring you in the reality of now. Another practical Stoic exercise is daily reflection on what you can control and what you cannot, centering your efforts on your actions and attitudes, elements firmly rooted in the present. When you focus on these aspects, you're more likely to make impactful changes to your immediate environment and state of mind, enhancing your effectiveness and satisfaction. By embracing the Stoic practice of living in the present, you liberate yourself from the chains of past regrets and future worries. This freedom is essential for achieving tranquility and effectiveness in daily life. It enables you to cherish each moment, recognize opportunities as they arise, and reduce the emotional clutter that clouds judgment and drains energy. Remember, the past is unchangeable, the future uncertain, but the present is yours to shape. Embrace it fully, and let Stoic wisdom guide you to a richer, more present life. It's a common misconception that our environment dictates our sense of peace and calm, but Stoic philosophy suggests otherwise. Real calmness starts from within. This inner calm doesn't fluctuate with the ups and downs of daily life. It remains a steady, guiding force amid external chaos. Stoicism teaches that our reactions, not the events themselves, disturb our peace. This powerful insight puts control back into our hands. Imagine facing a sudden setback at work, a project falls through, or a deal goes sideways. The instinct might be to panic or let frustration take over. But if you cultivate inner calm, your response would be different. You take a step back, assess the situation logically, and figure out your next steps without being clouded by emotional turmoil. This approach isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. It's about acknowledging emotions without letting them overpower you. By fostering a serene internal environment, you can face external challenges more effectively, like the eye of a hurricane, peaceful and unshaken amid turbulence. Developing this kind of inner calm requires practice and patience. Daily mindfulness exercises, like meditation, help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, not to change them, but to change how you respond to them. Over time, these moments of mindfulness build a foundation of calm that sustains you through life's challenges. Stoic reflections also play a key role. Reflecting on what's within your control and what isn't helps you focus your energy productively. When you realize how much of what we worry about lies beyond our control, you begin to release unnecessary stress. This realization is not just comforting, it's liberating. It frees mental space and energy that can be invested in actions and thoughts that enrich your life and contribute to your peace of mind. Embracing the idea that calmness lies within you also means stopping the search for peace in external circumstances. You don't need a vacation, a new job, or a change in environment to feel calm. The tranquility you seek is already inside you. This isn't to say external factors don't impact our feelings, they do, but we have the power to maintain composure and clarity, no matter the situation. We all face circumstances that could shape our identity if we let them. Adversity, personal challenges, setbacks. It's tempting to think these circumstances define us. But Stoicism offers a powerful counter-narrative. You are not your circumstances. You are defined by your response to them. This principle empowers us to take charge of our narrative and choose resilience over resignation. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what we can control, our responses, attitudes, and actions, and letting go of what we cannot. As Epictetus stated, it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. By adopting this mindset, we see life's challenges as opportunities to demonstrate courage, perseverance, and integrity. Consider the story of someone born into difficult circumstances, labeled as disadvantaged and destined to fail. But embracing Stoic wisdom means rejecting this narrative. While you may not choose your starting point, you can choose your path forward. Cultivating this perspective starts with daily reflection and affirmation. Reflect on moments when you responded to challenges with strength, and recognize how these responses shaped you more than the challenges themselves. Affirming your ability to choose your response reinforces your independence from circumstances, building a self-concept based on resilience and autonomy. This Stoic approach also fosters mental and emotional agility, allowing you to adapt without letting external situations dictate your self-esteem or ambitions. Through this practice, you'll cultivate a life of calm, wisdom, and strength, one defined not by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond.